In our earlier video, we had discussed about the fillet weld, and there we had discussed about 1F, 2F, 3F and 4F positions. And now in this video, we will talk about groove weld. So let's jump into our discussion. Basically, there are 6 types of groove weld: 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G and 6G. But we are limiting our discussion to 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G that we use in plates only. So the 4 positions are 1G, that is flat, 2G, that is horizontal, 3G, that is vertical, 4G, that is overhead. Now first of all, we have 1G, that is flat groove position. This is the easiest welding position and is perfect for beginners. In 1G, the plate is placed horizontally and you weld flat from the top. So your head will be on the top of the workpiece. Gravity works with you over here. It will help spread the molten metal evenly. For the best results, use a 5 to 15 degree drag angle for stick welding SMAW or 10 to 20 degree drag angle for MIG or TIG. Preheat the material to around 200 to 250 degrees centigrade depending on the type of material. Some common issues include overheating, which can cause warping, and as it is easier weld method, so it have faster travel speeds, due to which it can lead to lack of fusion. But overall, 1G is the most forgiving method. Just maintain a steady hand and control your travel speeds. Next, let's move on to the 2G horizontal groove position. This one's a bit more challenging. In 2G, the plate is placed vertically and you weld horizontally along the weld plate. In 2G, the plate is placed vertically and you weld horizontally along the plate's edge. Gravity starts working against you, which can cause metal sagging. To nail this position, use a 0 degree work angle and of 10 to 15 degree upward drag angle. Preheat the material to 200 to 300 degrees centigrade for medium carbon steel. Common issues include sagging due to gravity and undercutting if the arc is too long. To avoid these, use a weaving technique and keep your arc length short. This position is great for thick plates and is commonly used in structural welding, pressure vessels, and shipbuilding. Now let's step in 3G, that is vertical groove position. This one requires more skill and technique. In 3G, the plate is placed vertically and you weld vertically, either uphill or downhill. Gravity pulls the molten metal downward, making control harder. So here's how to master it. For uphill welding, use a 10 to 15 degree push angle for deeper penetration. And for downhill welding, use 10 to 15 degree drag angle for faster speeds. Preheat the material to 250 to 350 degrees centigrade for heavy structural steels. Common issues include burn through from excessive heat and slag inclusion if you don't use a proper weaving motion. This position is often required for welder certification tests and is used in bridges, buildings and pressure vessels. And finally, we have 4G, overhead groove position. This is the most difficult position to master. In 4G, the plate is placed overhead and you weld from underneath. Gravity is your enemy here, causing molten metal to drip. To tackle this position, use a 10 to 15 degree push angle and stay perpendicular to the joint. Preheat the material to 250 to 400 degrees centigrade for thick steel plates. Common issues include dripping molten metal and excessive heat input, which can cause defects. To avoid these, use a faster travel speed and avoid too much heat. In our future video, we will cover defects in welding. Now, this position is used in ceiling structures, aircrafts and pipeline supports, and it requires expert level skill. So that's a wrap on 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G welding positions for plate. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we will cover groove position weldings in pipes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.